using to deploy it in my Azure resources. That is something you will be learning how it. So let me do, this is my project for it, modern IT. So I will clone it to my laptop, and then we can just learn it. uh, let's go to desktop. I will create a new folder, demo demo class. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me open git bash here. This is something you will be learning how to use all these tools. So git clone, and see, when I do the git clone, at very first place, that code will be come and downloaded in my local laptop. See all that code. So what that code is containing, it is containing a Visual Studio project, which is a kind of web application, and I have written a JSON code which we will be deploying a web app on. If I open this one, let me open it in Visual Studio. So Visual Studio is one of the IDE which we will be using uh, during this course, how to write our course. So we have to open actually that demo class. Yeah, this is the folder.
Viren, I have background to write codes on the PowerShell only. So how I can do this coding? Is it similar to PowerShell or it's something different?
No, actually, see, PowerShell we can use here as well. We can create PowerShell script to deploy that code, right? See, this is kind of YAML. It written in that way, that if we are creating a web app, so we have to write in it. So actually, what happened? All these ARM templates or Terraform are kind of declarative languages. We just declare it, and then that uh, uh, and when we deploy it, so it goes to the Azure Resource Manager, and Azure Resource Manager deploy all those resources based on this declarative template. So that is something. Right now you see there are a lot of things that, yeah, this curly bracket, it might be very confusing for you, but it is not that tough. With the help of Azure DevOps, there are some extension. We have to use those extension to write that course. We just need to understand it, how it written, how it work, how we use parameter, how we use variable. We just need to make changes. See, right now my application name will, service plan will be deployed with this name. Okay, but suppose I want to use this template only to deploy multiple web application service plans. So I will just make changes on these variables, so that template, this template can be used everywhere to deploy multiple applications, not one. So that is the reason that we will be learning how to write these templates, how to use variables, how to use parameters, so that we can understand it. Okay, so in this code, what I will do.
Viren, what I assume that as per this conversation, what I assume that we no need to write the code from the basics. There is a code everywhere. We only need to do modification something there in the template and it will work.
No,
Am I
no, no.
correct?
That is not something you have to write. But what I'm saying that it is very easy. See, for example,
Okay.
Let me try to create a file here just test for test.json. Okay. So it is something that, suppose I want to create a this. So this is a template is created. I just type one word, and this whole code of piece written itself. Now I want, suppose I want to create a virtual machine here. So what I will do, I will just write, and it will return everything for me, but we just need to understand it, how exactly it works. One second. My laptop is working slow, that is, it's loading. So
No, it's a spelling mistake.
sorry. Actually, that it is not working here right now because of the laptop. Uh, I have multiple things running in background. Yeah, but my question is, it is something that when I write just a AG virtual machine code, I type it, it automatically create all the codes for me. But the thing is that we have to be the understanding of it, that where exactly we have to use parameters, where exactly we have to use the variables and something like that. So what are the key value pair we have to use, what is dictionary, we have to learn those things to understand and to make these templates. So that is something actually we will
So
be
I don't
definitely.
have the understanding for this. So this course helped me to
Yes, yes,
make me understand this all the parameter and
right,
all the
right,
things.
that's what I'm saying, that when this we will be
Okay.
teaching this course, you will be learning all these things. Yeah. So
Okay.
I will delete this file for now because we will be pushing this code. So see, this is something that, okay, right, this ARM template will be creating some resources in background for Azure, and this is the Visual Studio code, sorry, .NET code, which will be deployed on top of those web apps. So what I will do, I will make some changes on a file so that we can understand, yeah, this is deployed right away and how exactly it is. So views, home, index. So this is index file actually. This is today is 23rd, right? So I will change the date 23rd so that we can understand. Yeah, this is the code deployed for today. Okay. So I just make changes here. I save this file. I also did some changes that I created it in parameter file that it will deploy the F1 because I have the resource limitations in my Azure, so it will be deploying two web app application with the F1 SKU. Okay, uh, so this is something I have saved this course. Now, if I open my Git bash, this is what I cloned. So I can see here that what are the changes happen. I am not in that directory right now. Yeah, see, when I went to this folder which we cloned from it, see, it automatically taken it master. It is something that it is a repository where my code is here. So let me check actually what are the changes. See, I made changes on two files. It is saying me that, yeah, these are the two files which changes are happened. Okay. Now I need to commit it and push it. Git dot commit is and CU for web app. See, but whenever we are committing our code, we have to give a message. I will just push it. Committed it. Now I have to push it. See, this is pushed. Is there any error? No, it says it's pushed. Now I will go back to my Visual Studio, not to Visual Studio Code. I will go to my here Azure repos. If I see the commit, see it say it's something I write, right? So where, see, I just pushed my code. See, it is started. It is right away my pipelines will be triggered. See, these are my pipelines which is triggered. So it is in that way actually in organization work happen. See, whenever you are working, you just need to push your code and all the pipelines should be triggered automatically. Yeah, there are some approvals we can add. We have to add some approvals that whenever we are writing a code and we are pushing it, so it should not directly triggered pushed on the branches, the master branch or the main branch actually where the production code is running. So it is something that we can put some approvals in between, that when a junior developer is writing a code and he is pushing it, so before it is merging on the main branch, it should be approved by some senior developer so that it can be there are some testing we can add, that we have to add the code is written is test, its testing is happening correctly or not. Okay, everything it we have written the code, that code should be correct. Okay, so when I go to this pipelines, see there are, it will be this one is the code. See, so it will be in two stages. One is build stage. Build stage is something that the code, the .NET code which is written in our project, it is deploying, I mean it is compiling and it is creating a package for that. That package will be download, once that package is created, it will be downloaded in our artifact directory. And in that artifact we also have our JSON files, which is used to write that. See, right now we don't have any resources here. Okay, it will create a new resource group here. Under that, the two uh, new web app will be created and that project will be deployed there. So pipeline is running. These two files are responsible for creating that infrastructure, and this is the package which a .NET files is built and went in a that I mean in zip file, so that we can deploy that. One moment, yeah, it's running in background. Go to pipeline. See, this is running. So what it will do? The code build has successfully completed. Now it is deploying it on a development. So development, one of the web app will be deployed with the deployment, and then it will be deployed for the prod. This one next. See, right now, let's wait. Yeah, it's came. This is the name of that resource group. And see, right now here we have two files. One is, this one is the service plan. This is one is the web app. If I open this web app, we can see our project will automatically deploy here. Once the dev is completed, it will also deploy the uh, production one automatically. If dev is fail, production will not work. So see, uh, this these are the pipeline. Once this deployment is successful, then only it will start and it will be triggered. See, it is successful. This one is successful. Now I will refresh it. It will just site not found. Wait. Let me wait. Let me see. It is working. You may be seeing this error due to one of the reason listed below. Custom domain has not been configured inside. How to map this? Client cache is still domain clear address. Okay. Let me open it on some.
Just try to open on incognito
Yes,
mode.
yes,
Maybe
that's
that
what
will
I'm
help.
doing. See, it says, yeah, it is unsecure website. Yeah, see, can you see it?
Yeah.
This
Yes.
is that .NET project. Which, so see, .NET project is not a responsibility of a DevOps engineer. It will be written by a developer, right? So this is just a test project. That's why you can see whatever changes I will do, it will automatically change. So we will also do that in one moment. Let's go back to modern IT.
Means our task is only publishing this application on the web
Yes, it is
using
something
this
that the
DevOps tool.
DevOps engineer job is that to make sure that that build is completed and that is deploying. I mean that code is deployed. See, for example, tomorrow what we already created an automation pipeline, right? So tomorrow what happen when someone say, I mean, client will say that this is the application. I want a new feature on it. I want a new feature on it, for example. So what will do? That developer will write that code. Okay, it will push that code to Azure repository. We already have created our pipelines, okay, which is designed by a DevOps engineer. So what he will do? He will then, I mean, that code will be triggered to that pipeline. It will be approved by a senior DevOps engineer. When he makes sure it is approved, code is correct, then it will go to the main branch where from where the code should be triggered and deployed. Then code will be built, then that code will be deployed on one of the web app or whatever. It is not something that you are deploying code on web app only. You can deploy it on a container, you can deploy it on a virtual machine, IIS, like that, or whatever. There, if code is for Java, that will be deployed in some different infra. So that is something a DevOps engineer has to work, make sure that how code is building, how infrastructure is prepared through the infrastructure as a code, and how we can deploy that application in that deployed infrastructure. So it is something that we automatically doing it. So that is something you will be learning inside this course. Okay, so if I go back to that resource group, there will two more files will be created. See, another one is also created, the prod one. Okay, if I open that as well, I open it. Let me open it. This will also create it. See, this is also created. Now let me do one thing. Let me make some changes on this code and I will push it again. How? See, it will automatically do everything. Will not do. Let me do one thing. Let me go to index page and let me write it here. One more line. This demo class. I just write this code. I need to push that code. So git status. See, it says that there is a change in this file. So we have to commit it. Git add dot. I have just added it. Then I have to do git commit updated base. See, it is updated. Now I have to push. The way I push it, it will automatically trigger. See, let me show you right now what is the status of that pipeline. See, that pipeline must have already completed. This one is already completed, right? We don't have anything pending. If I go to my Azure repo, see, we don't have anything. Everything is here. If I go to commit, so last commit was SKU and home page. Now, when I push that code, it will say updated home page. So let me push it. See, the moment I am pushing, see it pushed, it will automatically start here. Let me click here for refresh. See, it says updated home page. The new commit has come in progress. It is just updating it and it will trigger the pipeline automatically. This pipeline will trigger automatically. See, this it is already triggered and now it will again do that thing. It will build that code. Okay, once that code is built, that new code will be deployed on that tab and prod now. So let's wait. After that we will see some changes on this home page. It will say that yeah, it's something has come here. Let's so this is guys, I said you about the Microsoft hosted agent. So that is some kind of machines which Microsoft provide to deploy that code actually. So it is something that something has to be deployed from somewhere, right? A compute to run those commands, something is needed. So that is something that Microsoft hosted agent. We also can create a virtual machine in Azure and we can make that a self-hosted agent. So code can be triggered from there. So it is that will be learned during that course once we start it. See, build is completed. Now it's started the second stage. See, it's started. It's still working. Meanwhile, and it is not something that it's we have to build. We You can do anything. Suppose there is a requirement that you need to create anything, a virtual machine, or you need to execute a PowerShell script. So you can create a pipeline for that to run that PowerShell command, and whatever you are making on that script, it will just go to run. I mean, it will run here in the agent pool, and it will be deployed in your Azure or the backend cloud, whatever it is that. See, this one is completed. Okay, now QA will start, so we can see the. See, this one will be changed right now. See, this is a demo class. Can you see it? So, can you see the power of this automation? We just push that code and everything is happening automatically. Right now, it will not have. Once that prod deployment will also successful, then the changes will happen here. So let's see how it is still running. Suppose tomorrow I need to add something else, so I just can write my ARM template to add those resources, and it will automatically create those resources in Azure. See, it is also completed. Let me go to that one. The production will also change. See, this is a demo class. Now see, I have done with my job. I also already had one creation. Now I want to delete that uh, thing. So it is something that I write a script here. I just write a script here in this pipeline. Let me edit this pipeline and show you what this pipeline is doing. I just create, this is classic pipeline. I also can write it from the YAML. See, this pipeline is doing what it is doing. It is just running a Azure CLI command. It is doing that, deleting that resource group. Which resource group? The name of that resource group is in variable. So I don't need to make the changes on pipeline. I suppose tomorrow I need to delete another resource group. I just need to change that name here in variable, and it will automatically work. So see, now I will create a release to delete that resource group. I have created it. Okay, now I go back to my pipeline. See, this is the pipeline. Actually, make it, probably it should start automatically. Once this job is completed, it will automatically delete this resource group. This resource group will be deleted from here. So let's wait. See, it's started it. It's just deleting that. So, I mean, it is just an example. If you want to do anything with command, suppose you had to write a PowerShell command to do a certain job. So you just create a pipeline, put that code inside that pipeline, all the set your variables, how you will be sending input to your scripts, and it will automatically do a job for you. Whether how you want, in similar way you can put it automatically triggered. Once you push that code, whatever code you are written in your repository, I mean, suppose a PowerShell script you are writing, you simply need to write that code in a repository. It will automatically trigger when you make it a connection with that Azure repo script. It will automatically trigger the way you want it. So this is just an example, something that how we can run some script kind of thing from here. See, if I go here now, it will delete it. So it takes some time. If I go inside it, it says it's deleting. It's deleting. So that pipeline also did is two already gone. Two will go in some time. So any questions so far here, guys, for this one?
No, Virender.
Okay, thank you. So all the things I have showed you today, actually, this is something already created. You guys will be learning how to create all these things, how you can achieve all your automation through the Azure DevOps in your environment. So all the things can be achieved here through it. So it will be deleted. Uh, so after some time it will be go away. It already might have deleted. Yeah, all the resources are gone from it, and it is still deleting. See that gone automatically. I did not. I just refreshed and that gone. So this is all about this course, guys. You might not seen my screen earlier. So this was that 25 days which I told you. I discussed here. So this is the way we will be learning Git. We will be learning Azure DevOps board, Azure repos, pipelines. We will be creating ARM templates. We will be checking how DevOps agent pools work, whether it is Microsoft hosted or self-hosted agent pool. We'll be creating the CI/CD pipelines through YAML. Okay, we will be learning Terraform, how to deploy code from Terraform. Okay, so this is something we will be learning during this course. In case you want to enroll for this course, we will be starting it from the first week of March. You can ping me directly on that WhatsApp group which we created, and I will reach out to you how we can proceed further. Any questions so far from anyone?
Yeah, there is no question from my side. I have one suggestion. It's better for us if you share this index course content file for us in the group, then it will be helpful.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I will do that. I will send it to you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time.